there is a reality which we're not seeing, which is we can only make our way toward it by the most tortured of intellectual constructs, I mean, we talk about quantum non-locality, we talk about synchronicity, but we don't see it. We construct, we're like blind people, polishing a Cadillac in darkness or something, working from theory. We don't know what we have, but there is a way to actually see it, to have it snap into being for you in the same way that this world comes into focus, and by opening your eyes. And experientially, the way to force it, as it were, is through the psychedelic experience. But then, in the face of that, the proper response is you have to assimilate the psychedelic experience, which means you have to be stoned without taking anything, not chemically stoned, but intellectually stoned. In other words, you have to use your time in those places to understand the rules of that game, and then continue to play that game when you're out of it, when you're back here, in the here and now. And cultivate these shamanic skills. And I don't think it can be done without an ideology. It is a feeling-toned thing. It is a feeling-toned thing, but without a matrix of conceptual overstructure to pour the feeling into, the feeling will fade. The feeling will fade over time, and then you'll have to renew it, which isn't such a terrible thing. But it is very nice to bring it out and to have it with you as something that you can call on. And what does it boil down to? Well, one definition of a shaman, or of shamanism, that I really like is a shaman is someone who understands how the world really works. That's all it's about. And not how people say it works, or how it seems to work, or how it sometimes works, but how it really works. I mean, and that's all science aspires to as well. A scientist wants to be somebody who understands how the world really works. The problem is the world they end up talking about is the black hole at the core of the Andromeda galaxy and the strange quark, when what you want to know is why your girlfriend left you and why you can't make money and so forth and so on. How does the world really work? And the way you measure progress on the shamanic path, I think, is by how smoothly the world is functioning for you. You know, even in the Bible it says something about the mountains will become valleys and the way will be made straight. All it means is, it's that thing I was talking about a few minutes ago, the Tao of the ancestors. You know, to my mind, in a perfect world, there would only be Tao, and it would be perceived as purely ego. Do you see how that would work? You know, in other words, you would always do the right thing because it was the right thing. That's what we're trying to reach, a place where there is only Tao and all that is perceived is will. But will then is Tao. You know, you've finally gotten it right. That's why, you know, if people can dance in waterfalls, if they can do all these astonishing things, that's how they do it, by becoming nothing more than a vessel for the pure intent of the Tao.